keep your distance from the polls or face criminal prosecutions. That is Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott to the head of a UN-affiliated organization that is planning to send 55 foreign observers to monitor elections in Texas and other U.S. states.
KITV's Adam Bennett shows us what the group's goal is and why they say they have the right to be inside the polling place. Adam?
Well, Ron and Judy, those observers have actually been in the country for the last 3 weeks. Now, the state says if you're not a registered county voter, you cannot be a poll watcher, which means you need to stay at least 100 feet back from the entrance to the polling place. You can see that orange cone right there marking that distance. But this group says a deal with the U.S. government actually lets them get a lot closer than that.
Texas does not cede its sovereignty to any foreign groups.
Strong words from Texas Attorney General Greg Abbott following a strongly written letter to the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe.
It seems to be an international group cloaked in mystery, only to be unveiled once they get here.
Abbott also says he disagrees with the group's opposition to Texas voter ID laws and ended his letter by warning observers to stay at least 100 feet back from the polling place.
Do Texas elections need to be monitored by an outside group?
Texas elections will never be open to either monitoring, approval, or have judgment passed on it, or interference by any kind of international group.
This is something that has never been a problem in the past, and we've had excellent cooperation.
The group says this is actually their 6th time in Texas observing elections. The U.S. is one of OSCE's 56 member states, and international observers are here, Reimer says, because the State Department asked them to be.
The goal of providing an assessment of that process and recommendations as to how that process could be improved.
The group says the 2 Texas monitors based in Austin will be trying to cover as much of the state as possible and do plan on going inside the polling place.
With the United States commitment to the OSCE, the observers should be allowed full access to polling stations, to counting procedures, to tabulation procedures. They don't interfere in the process in any way, shape, or form. Our hope is that this is a misunderstanding and that we can continue forward in the way that we have in the past.
Now, the group says those observers will stay in the U.S. through the election, issuing a final report with recommendations 2 months later. Reporting live in North Austin, Adam Bennett, KITV News.
The European organization has been observing elections in the United States since 2002. They say other member countries also send invitations for election monitors.